I feel like I have to start this video by saying all rise because what a wow, what a wow. Let me just get straight into it. You already know, yesterday we did a live. If you missed it because you didn't get the notifications or your notifications are off, go ahead, pause this video, scan this QR code, join our mailing list. I will send you an email every time I go live. I promise not to spam you. Now, with that out the way, let's get back into this breaking news. In our live, yes, and this is not the breaking news that you guys are waiting for. This is another one. It's brand new, fresh off the press, okay? The ink hasn't even dried yet. So basically, you remember in our live session yesterday, we sat down as a family and we watched the entire show, or should I say podcast, where Advocate Teffo Malisela is on Sowetan TV. And he is basically talking about baptism by fire for the new NDPP. Do you guys remember that? The new NDPP. Motibi. Do you guys remember that? That was just yesterday. We spoke about that just yesterday. And today we find out what the baptism of fire really is. Let me just go right ahead and read this for you. Funda Tembi Funda. You know what? Please go ahead and like the video, okay? Because this is going to be a long read and I need those likes to be of encouragement, okay? Here goes. I'm even struggling. How do I start to read this? But credit goes to Patricia Mashale, yes. And don't start to comment and tell me about the ad hoc committee. If you want to tell me about Patricia Mashale and the ad hoc committee, go to the over 10 videos I did last week about the ad hoc committee, okay? Credit goes to Patricia Mashale and Bas Kruger, okay? No, not Kruger National Park. This is serious. So, here goes. Funda Tembi, Funda Togo Funda. Here goes. 3 top judges face 35 million bribery SAPS case. Who are those top 3? Yes, you're staring at them. That is the one and only, none other than Judge Ratha himself, the North Gauteng acting judge president, AUBREY LEDWABA, who is famous or infamous for denying Ubongani Ntanzi bail, but approving Katiso Molefi's bail application, him, okay? Keep the name in mind. And then the Deputy Chief Justice, Dustan Mlambo. And I just did a video on him just a few weeks ago, that he was inside party within the court, just sitting and admiring Judge Ratha hard at work. Or I think I said that Judge Ratha works really, really diligently. When Dustan Mlambo is inside the court, he doesn't throw his fingers, he behaves, he doesn't do anything of the sort. And so many of you guys have asked, why? Where is the judge's matter when the judge is doing all these things in court? Where is the JP? Well, they're now grouped together. Now, let me tell you what happened. Let's get into it. So, 3 top judges face a 35 million bribery SAPS case, the criminal case docket of bribery and corruption to the value of 35 million rands has been registered against Judge Ratha, North Gauteng acting judge, President AUBREY LEDWABA, and Deputy Chief Justice Dustan Mlambo in respect of the murder case of Senzo Meyiwa. Right now, we have Ubongani Ntanzi on the stand in the Senzo Meyiwa trial, and Ramasipili is dealing nicely with Magistrate Crenier. Okay, we'll get into that in a separate video, because the way Ramasipili is doing it, it really raises eyebrows of what that woman did. She could have stopped the train. But instead she sat there and wrote her paperwork as if she was filling out insurance papers. Anyway, let's get back into this read. The opening of the case was informed by the conduct of Judge Ratha on the 11th of February 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, the 11th of February was just last week. Okay, if Valentine's Day was Saturday, I would say Wednesday. On Wednesday, you're not going to believe what Advocate Daniel Malisela Teffo did. I I gotta breathe in. When Advocate Malisela Daniel Teffo approached the Pretoria High Court to take over the matter of the Senzo Meyiwa trial, and Judge Ratha blocked Advocate Teffo to enter his court by using the court security and police unit called the SAPS Public Order Policing Service, POPS. The police station cast number is 130/02 of 2026. Fresh. The cold drink unit can't even touch this one. It's so fresh. It's sizzling hot. Therefore, Judge Ratha must recuse himself from the Senzo Robert Meyiwa murder case with immediate effect from the 16th of February 2026. According to protocols, the Office of the Chief Justice must take over the case of the Senzo Meyiwa and appoint the new judge to preside over the matter. Oh my goodness. What in the Mgulugutu is going on? Like, oh my goodness. This is a disaster. But do you think I'm done reading? No. Let's go ahead and read Advocate Teffo's handwritten statement. Guys, I if you can hear that I am struggling, it's because I am. It's because I am. So let's get started. I just want to make sure I'm going to read this in the right order. It's a long read. Please go ahead and like this video because my English bundles might deplete in between, but the likes are going to encourage me. I, Malisela Daniel Teffo, state under oath and say that I am an adult male with legal capacity to depose this affidavit on my behalf. I am the citizen of the Republic of South Africa and residing in Pretoria. I am the practicing advocate and furthermore employed as the head of intelligence at FOSA. Remember, we spoke about that yesterday. My chambers are situated at addresses provided. Telephone number is also provided, including his identity document numbers. He proceeds to say, on Wednesday, the 11th of February 2026, I went to the Pretoria High Court with my entourage with intention to take over the matter of the Senzo Robert Meyiwa murder case. The 5 alleged accused in the said proceedings are currently represented by the judicares of the Legal Aid South Africa. The presiding officer in the said proceedings is Justice Ratha, the retired judge. However, before we embark on taking over the matter of the Senzo Meyiwa's murder, Legal Aid South Africa officers were informed in writing by the Forum for South Africa, FOSA. Okay. We listen, we don't judge. Let me keep reading. I'll reach an opinion. And by the way, I'm reading this live with you right now. I hadn't read this before. I'm actually reacting as I go. Malisela Teffo Pro Bono Foundation is acting as the legal wing for FOSA in the legal representation and the legal issues matters under general. I, Malisela Daniel Teffo, state under oath in English and say, paragraph 4, there were several relevant stakeholders that have been informed in writing regarding the takeover of the said matter, namely legal aid offices in Pretoria City and Centurion Provincial Executive, the National Prosecuting Authority, the Acting Judge President, AUBREY LEDWABA, who, by the way, guys, is the one who banned Advocate Teffo from entering the Pretoria High Court. I did a video on that. Let's continue. And the Office of the National Director of Public Prosecution, Andy Motibi. We spoke about this yesterday. He said he's going to receive what? A fire baptism. Paragraph 5, however, none of the officers above responded and or made acknowledgement of our letters in writing. The legal aid officers Name Pretoria local and provincial officers confirmed receipt of our emails telephonically on Monday, the 9th of February 2026. Paragraph 6. We were intending to take the matter and represent the 5 accused. Wait, does that include Fisoguhle and Tilly? How is Shalolo supposed? You know what? Never mind. Let me just read. Let me read. We read, we don't judge. We were intending to take the matter and represent the 5 accused pro bono basis. The current 4 defense practitioners are representing 5 accused as judice of Legal Aid South Africa and paid as such. Malisela Teffo Pro Bono Foundation is representing various offenders on pro bono in Johannesburg and Pretoria. The entity was registered in July 2025. This is after he got out of prison and after he went to podcast and chill. I'm just giving you a timeline. There's no relevance really to that sentence, but I just had to drop it. Paragraph 7. At Pretoria High Court, the presiding officer, Justice Ratha, instructed the court security and the police to refuse and or deny me access inside the court. The proceedings of this matter were taking place at Court GD. Next page. I, Malisela Daniel Teffo, state under oath in English and say, paragraph 8, the security was strongly beefed up with the members of the South African Police Service from the unit called Public Order Policing Service, POPS. You know what? I have to go back to the 11th and see, did court start on time? What happened? Let me know in the comment section down below if you noticed something that day. This unit fall under the control of the Lieutenant General Tibelo Musikili. Lieutenant General Musikili and Lieutenant General Shadrack Sivia are implicated in the murder case of Senzo Meyiwa. Paragraph 9. They are allegedly involved in the defeating the ends of justice, whereby they allegedly tainted the scene of the crime and took the murder weapon from the scene of the crime to conceal it. I have opened the case of defeating the ends of justice as per Fos Loris, Cas 210-31 of 2023. The investigations in the Fos Loris case have reached the stalemate as Lieutenant Colonel, I can't see. I think that's Lieutenant Colonel, kept the case docket with him to gather dust. Paragraph 10. In July 2024, the allegations of bribery and corruption surfaced against the retired Judge Ratha under case Fos Loris, case 636-10 of 2014. It was alleged that the retired judge was paid and or would be paid the amount of 35 million. This alleged sum total money would be paid to him if he rules in favor of the state during a trial within a trial. Ooh. And he did. So did he get the money? Is there proof? Is there a bank statement? I'm just reading, guys, okay? The proceedings within the trial within a trial were finalized and or concluded without Mr. Joshua Ngomezulu as the lawyer of accused number 1. What does he mean without? Paragraph 11. Indeed, the retired Judge Ratha ruled in favor of the state during the trial within the trial. The judgment of Justice Ratha stated that the accused 1 and 2 made alleged confessions under the Fos Loris case 636-10 of 2026. I think he meant to say 2014, voluntarily and without any duress. It was alleged that the mandate to deliver the favorable judgment in favor of the state was given by both Judge President Justice Dustan Mlambo and his deputy JP Justice AUBREY LEDWABA. Therefore, the retired Judge Ratha had delivered the mandate without failure. Paragraph 13. However, I do not have tangible I shouldn't have laughed, guys. Okay. Let me get back in. Let me get back in. However, I do not have Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. Paragraph 13, guys. I'm literally only finding this out now as I'm recording. However, I do not have tangible evidence that the money to the value of 35 million has been paid or not at this juncture. Nonetheless, it is the matter of circumstantial evidence that I should believe that the money has been paid to the retired judge in the total sum of 35 million. The circumstantial evidence is informed by the following strange behavior and or conduct of the retired judge. Paragraph 13.1. The alleged confession by accused number 1 and 2 lack the legal substantive. I don't know what that word is. Substantiveness, and the same presiding officer is aware of the fact that accused 1 and 2 are not charged accordingly. Paragraph 13.2. The conduct or behavior of this judge on the 11th of February 2026, when he kicked him out of court again, or should I say denied him access into the court. And then next page, I, Malisela Daniel Teffo, state under oath in English and say, paragraph 14, therefore it is my humble conclusion that the amount of 35 million rands has been paid to the retired Honorable Judge Ratha by the permission of the former Judge President Mlambo and the retired President Ledwaba. I gotta get through this. Okay, paragraph 15. The matter is not yet finalized and the state has prospects of success to secure the convictions against the following accused who are still not charged, namely Mr. Muzisibia, Mr. Sandison Danzi, Mr. Prince Mncube, Mr. Mapisa, and Mr. Fisoguhle Nkani Ntuli. Why is Mr. Mapisa the only one who's not named by his first name? Let me correct that. Mr. Ntogoziseni Mapisa. Paragraph 16. I desire further police investigation and prosecution in this matter. I know and understand the contents of my statement. I have no objection in taking the prescribed oath. I consider the oath to be binding. This reminds me of Umnisi. Do you guys remember when Umnisi read this out loud to Moses? Okay, let me focus. I consider the oath to be binding. With my conscience, I swear that the statement given by me is true and correct to the best of my ability. So help me God. Ends the read. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm also going to just end the video right here. How about that? This is just a public service announcement. I feel like I spoke too soon yesterday. Anyway, the live is still up. Catch it if you can. Otherwise, I have to take it down because everything I said yesterday is null and void today. Yesterday's news is not today's news. Yesterday's price is not today's price. So Patricia Mashale, this is what she had posted. I was just informed that a case has been opened by Advocate Teffo against Judge Ratha, AUBREY LEDWABA, and Dustan MLAMBO. I need to process this, so I'll do a follow-up video with my commentary. How about that? Let's agree to that, okay? Or should we just go live and do this together? I think we need to hold each other's hands. I think we need to kumbaya together. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not even going to edit this. So there's mistakes. It is what it is, okay? We can live through it. This is breaking news. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next upload. If you've made it this far, please ensure you like the video, please. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.